Day one of recapping my favorite adventures I've had in my 20s in the lead up to my 29th birthday. Starting off strong with my answer to the question, where's your favorite place you've ever been? The Galapagos Islands is always at the top of my mind. To this day, still one of the most magical places I've ever been. I was backpacking solo through Ecuador for 3 months when I decided to book a flight out to this legendary archipelago, a place I had always dreamt of visiting. I had originally only planned to stay 2 weeks, but I couldn't bring myself to leave, so I extended my flight for a third week in paradise. From the moment I landed, it felt like stepping into another world. The wildlife, the sea life, everything was unreal. I spent my days snorkeling along sea turtles, sea lions, and a wealth of other sea life. I saw massive marine iguanas basking in the sun, and I was even blessed to spot the famous blue-footed buoys on my final day. Every dive, every swim, every hike felt like something out of a documentary. The Galapagos are made up of a bunch of different islands, but only a few are inhabited. But hands down, my favorite place was Isabella Island. It was here that I had some of the most magical experiences. I met some locals, fully embraced island life, and maybe had a little travel romance with a local surfer. It was one of those, I'm just a girl in my 20s living her best life moments. Why not fully embrace it all? He did try to help me surf, which I've just accepted as a lost cause, but wildest thing, while we were out there on our surfboards in the water, a freaking tiger shark swam right by us. Now, this man spoke like no English, so he kept saying, tiburon, tiburon. At first, I had no clue what he was saying, but I will definitely never forget the Spanish word for shark ever again. But yeah, that signaled it was time to give up on the surf career for the day. We also went out to sea on a little boat with all his friends. The drinks were flowing, the smoke was smoking, if you know what I mean. And let me tell you, I don't know if I'll ever have an experience as cool as snorkeling blazed off the coast of the Galapagos with the wildest array of sea life swimming around us, like manta rays, sea turtles, and the most colorful fish I've ever seen. Pulled up to our own private beach where they prepared fresh ceviche with the fish they caught that day. Let me tell you, I don't eat fish, but I had to try this, and wow, it was good. I only had one wish left from my time in the Galapagos, and that was to see hammerhead sharks. And on my very last day, while on a snorkeling tour, a whole freaking school of hammerhead sharks swam right below me. It was pure magic. Usually I'd be terrified of all the different sea life, but in the Galapagos, I lived for it. Every single day felt like pure adventure, and it was the hardest thing to leave. I actually cried when it finally came time to board my plane, something I don't usually do. To this day, the Galapagos remains one of the most special places I've ever been, a place that will always hold a piece of my heart.